You mentioned you got a great job, #1 in the country. You got a great relationship with your fans. They sang happy birthday to you on Saturday and all that. When you see that there's a group.
Were you singing, Phil? Were you part of that?
I don't sing.
Okay, you don't sing? Okay.
Oh, my goodness. When you see at LSU, there's a group putting together like $15 million to buy out Les Miles. And he's had 3 losses this year. Does that remind you how fragile the relationship can be?
I don't need that reminder. I know. Lose a few 2 or 3 ball games, and some of them letters I got in my file back there, I hadn't got a few of them this year, but they'll come in, they'll start rolling in again. I got some doozies, man. I got some doozies. But that's just, again, that's part of it. And again, 13 years at Alabama prepared me for that relationship, if you will. There's some people out there that, you know, hey, we're with you, win or win. You know, that's just the way it is. So no, I don't get geared up that way. I just do the best I can. That's all you can do. You just do the best you can do. You know, make sure when you look in the mirror, you know that you've given the program every ounce of what you have. Sometimes there's things you don't control. Sometimes bad things happen. Sometimes, you know, injuries or you know, whatever it may be. And as long as I can look in the mirror and know that I did the very best I could, and they want to run me out of here, well, that's, you know, I can live with that. It's a big boy business. That's just the way it is. I mean, you know, that's when I got in this job. I remember, I'll never forget it. I don't remember who told me this, but they said when you get into coaching, you know, it's a dog-eat-dog world, and they fit you with a big old nice pair of Milkbone underwear right out of the gate. So that's just part of it. You know, that's why I always say fun's in the winning. You know, and when you lose, they're probably going to bring somebody else in. It doesn't matter how much they like you last year. You know, that love last year, you know, don't get it done this year. It might buy you a little time. They might be a little more patient, but you're not going to see any more Frank Beamers. Frank Beamer would never be Frank Beamer if it wasn't for the way things were back then. There's not going to be any more Frank Beamers. Did he have a losing record like his first 5 or 6 years? Shoot, you're done in 2. You're done in 3. I mean, it's like, you know, magic, you know, and it doesn't work that way in football. Unfortunately, it just doesn't work that way. And, you know, it's hard work, and it's bringing a lot of things together. It's consistency, you know, but, you know, when you're at a program like Clemson or LSU, it just kind of comes with the territory. Even when you win, people ain't happy. Now we're at a point in our program when we win, people are mad. We didn't win by enough. I get some of these questions like, we didn't win. I'm like, what are you talking about? Now it's a beauty pageant. Well, we need to win by 30. You know, like the other team doesn't have good players, and they don't have good coaches. So that's just the way it is. But again, I went to Alabama when I was 18. I left when I was 31. And when I left there, I had a full appreciation because in 1999, we were the SEC champions and on top of the world. Beat Florida in overtime down there and then killed them in the SEC championship game. And you know, we're in the Orange Bowl. And, man, I got a new contract because I had a chance to leave. And Mal Moore calls me in, and they give me a new contract and give me a little bit more money. And 9 months later, we're all fired. And we're the #3 team in the country going into the season. So I've been there, done that. I've experienced it all. And, you know, I have a full awareness of how close it is from the outhouse to the penthouse and vice versa.